Alright,
Inhaled?
nailed it. That's right, like a magic marker.
It's written on the poison's warning label.
The enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The fire, maybe the gas is flammable and the fire burned it up. Or maybe the water somehow negated it. The reason we didn't breathe in the gas. The sprinklers.
I see!
I was right. Good, I got some health
The
back.
sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers! Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
Ah.
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
There's still something fishy. Because maybe there is a killer. Maybe he didn't poison himself. Maybe he intended to kill himself with the spear, but then someone killed him with the poison. But what the fuck would the point of that be? Maybe someone thought, oh, if I kill him with the poison, everyone will think he killed himself, and therefore I'll get off scot-free. Maybe.
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive, Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Oh, boy.
Chiaki, what did you just say? If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is the container.
I see! Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
Right.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
Yeah, sounds like it.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible! I mean, an accomplice? It is just two!
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
Well, because he wants it closed, I get the feeling it's him now. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt.
That's
but
no good.
it's no good. Get me 10 chili dogs, stat.
Huh?
The old Sonic the Hedgehog sayings from the cartoon. I love it. That's no good.
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
Huh.
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Actually, Nagito's ghost is making love to me like Patrick Swayze in Ghost, the movie. Nagito is actually butt-fucking me right now.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga.
Well, at least you said it, not me.
Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing.
It's funny now they all, right? They all want to just move on from it. What if... what if... Now this is crazy, I know. But I've got a crazy theory. Here, bear with me. Bear with me, crazy theory time with Phil, okay? Because we know this game has tons of crazy shit in it. What if you remember, they all split up. They all went their separate ways to search for evidence. And then all of a sudden, they all met back up at the warehouse to, you know, mess with the fake bomb or whatever, okay? What if, just what if, the reason that everyone is so desperate to move on is because it was a group murder? What if all of them who hated him, so that would have been Fuyuhiko, Akane, Koichi, or fucking Soda, whatever you want to call him, and Sonya. What if all four of them, because they all hated Nagito's guts, wanted to kill him? And they all conspired to do it? And they did it together? And made it to try to make it look like a suicide? To fool Hajime and Chiaki into thinking that it was a suicide. They would all vote for suicide, then they'd all get off the hook. But isn't there a rule against that? I thought that there was a rule that you can have an accomplice, but you can't, it can't be like wasn't it for the first game when Celeste had her murder, but she had fucking the chubby otaku kid help her with it? Wasn't it that still ultimately it would have been Celeste who committed the murder, right? I thought there was a rule that said you can't have it like two people take the credit. It has to be only one person ultimately who takes the credit for it. So if that's the case, maybe it would be the person who hatched the plan to begin with. See, I don't know. This is what I'm thinking. 'Cause isn't it odd that all of a sudden they start talking about, oh, there may be an accomplice. All of a sudden, all of them start chiming in. Oh, no, there's no accomplice. Let's just keep going. We don't care if there's an accomplice. We'll just vote. That's kind of weird to me that they're all of the same mentality, right? That's what I'm thinking. But the thing is, if that were the case, if only one person can take credit for the murder, why would the other people have helped out and been accomplices in any case anyway? What doesn't make sense? All right, well, let's continue.